What is happening, tech enthusiasts, and welcome back to ChatGPT Insights. The pace of innovation is absolutely relentless, and you do not want to miss what's dropping today. We're diving headfirst into the biggest AI shakeups, the most surprising partnerships, and the tech moves that could define the future. Get ready for a rapid-fire update that's packed with unmissable insights. First up, Apple's AI bake-off. Is a major rival about to power Siri? Then, we're exploring Google's Gemini potentially landing on iPhones. Next, we'll analyze how this strategic pivot impacts the AI landscape. And finally, we're dissecting the latest on Google's Gemini powering Apple's ecosystem. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Apple's great AI bake-off, a frenemy partnership. Could Apple be setting aside its famously guarded independence for a crucial AI upgrade? Reports suggest the tech giant is in deep discussions with Google, not for a mere search deal, but to potentially integrate Google's powerful Gemini AI into its own ecosystem, particularly to revamp the beleaguered Siri. This move, if it materializes, would represent a significant strategic pivot for Apple, a company that has historically preferred to build its technology stack entirely in-house. The underlying tension is clear. Apple's AI ambitions, particularly for Siri, have faced considerable internal challenges and delays, forcing a reevaluation of its long-held strategy. Sources indicate that Apple is weighing two internal models, codenamed Linwood, against external options, with Gemini emerging as a strong contender. This comes after earlier considerations of partnerships with OpenAI and Anthropic, with the latter reportedly demanding a price tag that Apple found too steep. The pressure on Apple to deliver competitive AI capabilities is immense, especially as rivals like Google and Microsoft continue to advance their offerings. Siri, long criticized for its lagging performance compared to competitors, is a prime target for this much-needed overhaul. The prospect of integrating Gemini, a state-of-the-art large language model, could provide Siri with a significant boost in natural language understanding, task execution, and overall intelligence. However, the decision is not straightforward. Apple is also reportedly working on its own foundational models, creating a dual bake-off scenario: its internal developments versus external solutions, and the external contenders vying amongst themselves. The company has also been losing key AI talent, a drain that could further complicate its in-house development efforts. Adding another layer of complexity is the ongoing antitrust scrutiny of Apple's lucrative search deal with Google. Any deepening of their partnership, especially in a high-profile area like AI powering Siri, could attract further regulatory attention. The financial implications are also substantial. While Google currently pays Apple billions for default search placement on Safari, a shift where Apple might pay Google for AI services would drastically alter this financial dynamic and impact Apple's services' growth narrative. The specifics of such an arrangement are still being negotiated, with possibilities ranging from discounted model access for Apple in exchange for branding, to Apple sharing anonymized data to help improve Google's models. Ultimately, Apple finds itself at a critical juncture, balancing its desire for AI leadership with the practicalities of development timelines, talent acquisition, and the complex relationships with its biggest rivals. But is this a sign of Apple's AI struggles or a strategic masterstroke? Next, we dive into how this potential Gemini integration could redefine the iPhone experience. Apple explores Google's Gemini for Siri, a rivalry redefined. In a move that underscores the high-stakes nature of the current AI race, Apple is reportedly in early-stage discussions with Google to integrate the tech giant's Gemini AI model into its revamped Siri. This potential partnership, as reported by Bloomberg, signifies a critical moment for Apple, highlighting both the immense pressure it faces to innovate in artificial intelligence and the significant hurdles it has encountered in developing its own advanced AI systems, notably its in-house Apple Intelligence. The collaboration would see Google training a specialized version of Gemini designed to operate on Apple's own servers, a move that could place one of Apple's most prominent consumer-facing products under the influence of a major competitor. This development comes at a time when Apple's internal AI projects, including the much-anticipated Siri update, have faced delays, pushing the launch of key features, such as Siri's ability to interact with apps using personal data, to 2026. The internal turmoil reportedly caused by these delays has led to significant reshuffling of AI projects and management within Apple. As investor expectations mount for Apple to match or exceed the AI capabilities offered by rivals like Google and Microsoft, the company is increasingly open to exploring third-party collaborations. While Apple was also reportedly in talks with OpenAI and Anthropic, the current focus appears to be on Gemini. Apple is developing two internal versions of its next-generation Siri: Linwood, based on proprietary Apple models, and Glenwood, which would leverage external technology. The final decision on which path to take remains open, but the exploration of Gemini suggests a pragmatic approach to overcoming internal development challenges. For Apple, leveraging Gemini through its private cloud compute initiative could offer a way to enhance Siri's capabilities while maintaining a degree of control over data privacy, a cornerstone of Apple's brand. This mirrors strategies adopted by other manufacturers, such as Samsung, which utilizes a mix of in-house AI and Google's Gemini for its Galaxy AI features. The potential integration also brings to the fore the long-standing, complex relationship between Apple and Google. Despite fierce competition across various sectors, including smartphones and operating systems, Apple has historically relied on Google Search as the default on its Safari browser, a deal that generates substantial revenue but has also drawn significant antitrust scrutiny. This uneasy alliance, characterized by competition and interdependence, now extends into the AI domain. Partnering with Google for Siri could invite criticism regarding Apple's reliance on a primary competitor. Conversely, for Google, this integration offers an unprecedented opportunity to expand its AI footprint significantly, potentially reaching hundreds of millions of iPhone users globally. While the ultimate outcome is still uncertain, the mere consideration of Gemini powering Siri signals a dramatic shift in how even the most established tech giants are forging alliances in the rapidly evolving AI landscape. Could this partnership signal a new era of AI collaboration or a strategic compromise? Next, we'll delve deeper into the market reactions and expert opinions on Apple's potential AI pivot. Apple's Gemini Gambit, a strategic pivot or AI setback. In a move that has sent ripples through the tech industry, Apple is reportedly in advanced negotiations with Alphabet Inc., Google's parent company, to integrate Google's Gemini large language model, LLM, into iOS. This potential collaboration, detailed by Bloomberg News, could provide Siri with its most significant upgrade to date, with speculation pointing towards a customized Gemini model operating directly on Apple's servers, potentially rolling out as early as 2026. This development arrives after months of intense speculation surrounding Apple's AI strategy, particularly its internal Linwood project for Siri and the alternative Glenwood approach involving external technology. Earlier reports had indicated Apple's interest in partnerships with OpenAI for ChatGPT and Anthropic for its Claude models, but recent insights suggest Gemini has emerged as the frontrunner, marking a pivotal moment in Apple's AI roadmap. This potential integration comes at a critical juncture for Apple. Earlier this year, rumors suggested a possible shelving of Apple's in-house LLM ambitions altogether. For some observers, this signaled a setback amidst the broader AI boom, especially given reports of Apple losing key AI talent to competitors like Meta. However, in the context of other major tech firms reportedly scaling back AI investments, Apple's potential partnership with Google could be interpreted less as a retreat and more as a strategic realignment. Neither Apple nor Google has officially confirmed the deal, but both companies have hinted at potential expansions of their existing search collaboration to include AI integrations, echoing Apple's prior experiments with ChatGPT. If finalized, this partnership holds the potential to not only revolutionize Siri's capabilities, but also to significantly influence the competitive dynamics within the big tech AI landscape. The implications of this move are vast. For years, Apple has strived for vertical integration, controlling both hardware and software. However, The challenges in developing cutting-edge AI models that can compete with the likes of Google's Gemini or OpenAI's GPT series have evidently led Apple to reconsider this approach. By potentially leveraging Gemini, Apple could rapidly enhance Siri's conversational abilities, contextual understanding, and task completion efficiency, issues that have long plagued the virtual assistant. This strategic alliance could also mitigate the impact of losing AI talent by bringing in external expertise and advanced models. Furthermore, the partnership could have significant ramifications for the ongoing antitrust investigations into Google's market dominance. While Apple and Google are fierce rivals in many areas, their long-standing search partnership has been a focal point for regulators. Integrating Gemini into the iPhone's core software could be seen as a deepening of this relationship, potentially raising new questions about market concentration and data control. The success of this collaboration will depend on Apple's ability to seamlessly integrate Gemini while maintaining its stringent privacy standards and user experience. The industry will be watching closely to see if this bold move propels Apple back into the AI forefront or creates new dependencies in an increasingly competitive field. Could this unexpected alliance reshape the future of voice assistants? Next, we'll break down what this means for your iPhone and the broader AI market. Google's Gemini eyed for iPhone and Siri AI power. Apple's journey in the artificial intelligence arena appears to be taking a significant turn, with reports indicating the iPhone maker is in talks with rival Google to potentially power its Siri virtual assistant using Google's advanced Gemini AI model. This potential collaboration comes as Apple faces increasing pressure to bolster its AI offerings, which have lagged behind those of competitors like Google and OpenAI. Despite assurances to consumers, particularly at the 2024 iPhone 16 launch, that significant AI features were imminent, Apple has struggled to keep pace, leading to a perception of it fading into the background as rivals roll out innovative AI tools. Bloomberg reports suggest that Google could emerge as a key partner in Apple's AI ambitions, a move that, while potentially controversial, could provide the necessary impetus. Apple has reportedly explored various avenues for its AI upgrade, including discussions with OpenAI, which has already secured a deal to bring ChatGPT and its latest iterations to iPhone and Mac users. However, Apple has noted concerns about data privacy when using OpenAI's chatbot, as user data is sent to external servers over which Apple has no direct control. The company also reportedly considered acquiring Perplexity, signaling its aggressive pursuit of AI capabilities. The inclusion of Google in these discussions, therefore, presents a complex picture, likely viewed by many as an admission of Apple's challenges in its in-house AI development. The company has experienced a notable exodus of AI engineers in recent months, making a strategic partnership a logical step to inject new energy and expertise into its AI initiatives. According to the reports, Google is actively training a version of its AI model specifically to be processed through Apple's own servers. This approach aligns with Apple's emphasis on user privacy, potentially offering a more controlled environment for AI processing compared to purely external solutions. Despite these developments, it remains unlikely that Apple will unveil significant new AI features at the upcoming iPhone 17 launch. However, the groundwork being laid through these partnerships could enable future device updates and improvements that fully leverage these advanced AI capabilities. The integration of Gemini could offer Siri enhanced natural language processing, better contextual understanding, and more sophisticated task execution, bringing it closer to the capabilities of leading AI assistants. This potential alliance highlights the intricate and often paradoxical relationships within the tech industry, where intense competition is often paired with necessary collaboration. While Apple and Google compete fiercely in hardware, software, and now AI, their interdependence, particularly in search, has been a defining characteristic of their relationship. Bringing Gemini into the iPhone ecosystem would represent a significant expansion for Google's AI reach, potentially impacting hundreds of millions of users worldwide. For Apple, it could be a crucial step in bridging the AI gap albeit one that raises questions about its long-term strategy for AI independence. Could this partnership truly be Apple's AI salvation? Now, let's recap the biggest stories and what they mean for you. And that's a wrap on today's Essential Tech Updates. We saw Apple potentially partnering with Google's Gemini for Siri, a huge move that could reshape the AI landscape. We also explored how this Gemini integration might land directly on iPhones, bringing advanced AI to millions. Plus, we analyzed the strategic implications of this potential Apple-Google AI alliance. Finally, we dove into the details of Google's Gemini powering Apple's ecosystem. Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights for more deep dives, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Follow us on all our social platforms for daily updates. Until next time, stay curious.